In this video, we'll be discussing prostatic calculi. Now, prostatic calculi or prostatic stones, as the name suggests, are stones present within the gland of the prostate. Now, these can be of two types. They can be either endogenous or they can be exogenous. The endogenous ones are more common and they are composed of, the bulk of it is composed of calcium phosphate, around 80%, and the remaining 20% comes from organic material, which might be the secretion of the prostate or it might be the prostatic tissue itself, which gets incorporated within the prostate gland. The exogenous calculi is rare compared to the endogenous type. The exogenous calculi comes from the urinary tract, commonly from the ureter. So, as the stone is passing from the ureter, it enters the bladder, and as it is exiting out, as it is going out via the urine, it sometimes gets arrested within the prostatic urethra, and this is the cause for exogenous prostatic calculi. Now, this is the bladder, this is the urinary bladder, this orifice here is the ureter, and as it passes over here, these stones can get arrested within the prostatic urethra. Now, coming to the clinical features, most of these prostatic calculi are asymptomatic. They do not cause any symptoms per se, but they may be associated with other conditions which are the cause for symptoms. So, when the patient comes to you and you are getting investigations done or you're treating him for some other condition, you are going to incidentally detect these calculi. So, for example, you do a TRUS, you do a transrectal ultrasound, or if you do an X-ray of the pelvis, you might see a calcified structure. These are also associated with prostatectomy. That means you've done a prostatectomy for some other reason. When you send the specimen to the lab, the histopath report says that there are calculi present. They are also associated with CA prostate and with prostatitis. Now, supposing these calculi are associated with prostatitis, it is usually due to severe chronic prostatic infection. If there is severe prostatic infection and it is chronic, because of the chronic inflammation, it results in fibrosis and nodularity. So, in such conditions, it becomes difficult to distinguish it from carcinoma. This image is taken from Bailey and Love, and as you can see over here, the prostatic calculi appears as a horseshoe-shaped structure. This is the horseshoe-shaped structure, and this is the prostatic calculi. Sometimes it can also be a complete circle. Now, how do you treat these calculi? Now, because it is asymptomatic, you usually require no treatment. Supposing it is associated with chronic prostatic infection, then you have to give antibiotics. These antibiotics are usually ciprofloxacin or trimethoprim sulfamethoxazole. Supposing you feel that there is a need to remove the calculi and you have to remove the calculi, then it is best removed via a TURP. So now in this diagram, this is the urinary bladder. This is the urinary bladder. This is the urethra. This is the urethra. This is the prostate. The brown color structure is the prostate capsule. The purple color structure is the stroma of the prostate gland, and this light green over here represents the stone. So as you're doing a TURP and you're chipping away the prostatic tissue, as the prostatic tissue is chipped away, these stones they come out via the urethra. So when you examine the chips of prostate tissue that you've removed, when you send it for histopath, there you will see these stones. Sometimes these stones might sometimes these stones they might be urinated at a later date after the TURP and may not be at the same setting as TURP. Now, there's another topic that we have to look at while discussing prostatic calculi, which is the topic of corpora amyliaceae. Now, this histopath section is from Wikipedia, and corpora amyliaceae basically they are tiny, they are calcified, and they are laminated bodies. So, as you can see over here, you can see beautiful lamellae forming. These laminated structures are nothing but corpora amyliaceae. These are present within the glandular alveoli of the prostate of older men and even in some apes. Now, if this is the prostatic alveoli, the entire thing is a prostatic gland. This empty space which you can see here is the lumen of the prostatic alveoli, and these are the corpora amyliaceae. The importance of these structures is that these can be a precursor, or rather they are thought to be a precursor of the endogenous prostatic calculi. Thank you.